Alrighty, quick little demonstration of how I farm. So, all I'm using is the bonused Pest, Fortune, and the sprays, just so that I hit 314 pest chance, and I do kill every single time. In the case of sugarcane, I make sure to set spawn, because it's kind of a pain in the ass getting in the middle of the farm, but like for crops like wheat, I just break soul sand, so it's not that bad to get to where I was comparatively. Also, I forgot a rod swap. Pet rules, I only have a rod swap, and then I have auto pet rule for slug on biohazard, and pet rule for hedgehog on fermento. And I use full fermento, full biohazard for more fortune and more pest chance, because I get stuck at 298 if I use ranchers. And I just toggle potion effects, which I'll probably list what I do. And I'm using every single speed upgrade, I think, except for, like, the new tier 5 spider stuff. There might be some speed that I'm missing from there. But I have, I think, 350 holding a sugarcane hoe, and I think like 336 holding like a mushroom. But I'm not doing equipment swap, I'm using pest chance or pest cooldown reduction the entire time. I used to swap, but I found that it took more time.
Big boy,
So
come
I
pick up
only
your
do
phone.
this, and then I set spawn, get all my pests. And I do end up actually getting more fortune while being in this on the pests themselves. I think around 35 more fortune, since I'm not max. But, yeah. Then I throw my rod, switch to mushroom, and I continue. So you can see my spray is about to end, because I was doing it prior, but yeah, that's all there really is to it. For the other farms, right, so you can see just green thumb, squeaky on the equipment, quantum for the chance for fortune, full mossy, and then on the biohazard set it's full mossy, but you don't want sugar rush on these boots. You want sugar rush on the fermento boots though. And then besides that, green bandana on hedgehog, green bandana on mushroom cow, brown bandana on slug. You could technically use mosquito pet, or it gives you the same pest chance, except you have more speed, and you also spawn more of your vinyl type. So if you have mosquito selected, it'll spawn more mosquitoes, and you get a little bit more sugarcane fortune. But personally, I don't use it because I'm using. If I use that, then I will get a. Um, I get I get like 20 speed on top of Fermento, so I'll be having 330 in Fermento, and then I'll have 354 or whatever in Biohazard, and I like to keep it on Mossy, so that's why I haven't done anything about it. But besides that, yeah, nothing really changes. Just Warp the Garden with visitors, and then like Cactus, I set spawn because it's hard to get into there. But then things like getting into Carrot, it's really easy because I have the little waypoint right here
Your phone ringing.
that tell me
Your phone ringing.
where I was last
Big
farming.
boy, come pick up your
So
phone.
in the case of wheat, I can just teleport. It's really quick. In the case of Netherwart, I just have soul sand, and I just break down and do that and place it back. But in the case of like, the only thing that you have to worry about is if you are realigning, I recommend you throw a rod first, because if you teleport and then try and realign, it sometimes won't snap you. So you have like the snap immunity whenever you teleport. So that's why I wait to do this. I always throw a rod first, or I try and make sure I don't teleport before I do the squeaky mouse mat for realigning. And then I've been using all of the Super Farm 7.0 from, I think, Grove Man for all of them, right? So that one works for me. I just did it based on the speeds. I'm running Depth Strider 2 right now because I was doing Wart before. But yeah, you run Depth Strider 3, and then with So that because you have to swap versions for cacti, I use something called polypatcher, which basically lets you not it only has 1.8.9 crop hitboxes for cactus, and then you have 1.12 for everything else. You can farm cacti normally, whatnot. So for cacti, I set spawn, and then I have two buttons here. This is just plot TPL5, and this just lets me, since I know the start of my cactus farm is over here, right? It'll be here, and then sugarcane, my other sugarcane ends on the other side, right? Cocoa bean, I don't do it because you can just do this. If you stand on one of these, you can AOTV through all of them. And this is really nice to be able to get into the cocoa bean because you can't walk through this, right? You have to, there's a annoying way to teleport out of this because I'm spam clicking right now. And then these ones you can't set spawn. I don't know. I think it's because there's some reason why you can't set spawn in these, and it really isn't that necessary to set spawn in these farms. Um, Mushroom is another one that I don't see a point in setting the spawn for because it's really easy to get in. But melon and pumpkin definitely set spawn, and sugarcane definitely set spawn. So, yeah. Besides that, if you really want to go additional on like the pest chance or whatever, there's the stinky cheese or whatever, the freaking I don't remember what it's called. The uh, this potion, which gives you 20% bonus pest chance. You can use a parrot, I believe, with these, so you end up getting like almost 2 hours, right? Yeah, an hour and 40 minutes, right? No, not even close. An hour and something. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, and then there's also you can use the chocolate thingy. It's what are they called? It's this one, right? No, that's the talisman. It is. I actually don't know what it's called, but there's the one where you basically just um gives you global fortune. The refined this one. It's a mill. This one you can't scale, but it's 30 global fortune. I I don't know if it's worth it or not. I haven't really tested that. I don't use it. I can't be asked. And there's also the harvester potion. Harvesting potion. This guy, which is 50 fortune. You can also scale this. This one's a lot more worth it, in my opinion, than the chocolate thingy, but I also don't use it. I can't be asked. But yeah, besides that, if you really want to be sweaty, you could swap to Lotus equipment for a little bit more fortune while you're farming. I just don't think it's worth it because it ends up because garden servers also tend to be really shitty. I don't think it's worth swapping equipment. Like it takes too long, and you actually have to move your mouse when you do that. For like this, I can just swap between the two, and I only move my mouse whenever I'm killing pests. It's really convenient, like really, really convenient. Um, if you want to be even more lazy, technically you could run Rancher Boots and go 4 pest, and when you spawn 8 pests, you only spawn when you kill 8. But I think that the fortune reduction makes it a lot less per hour than this. But besides that, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, actually, attributes. Um, I I'll probably put in description what I use to toggle. But for farming attributes, the only ones that I don't have is this, the day one, because it doesn't do anything. I have my garden set to night for biohazard in the first place, so it doesn't matter. Vacuums deal extra damage. I'm using BD because I use Hedgehog. You don't really get better fortune than that. I honestly don't even know if Invisibug works, but whatever. This works. This, you might as well have all of these maxed. Faster Garden Visitors, the Warty, might as well if you are doing warts. And then this one, but it buffs your, vacuum. Why not? This one definitely works, so might as well. Don't know if this works, but this is very big because you do get more fortune at night with Biohazard. And yeah, but besides that, there's not really much to it. Just make sure you have everything, you know, maxed to some degree. Up to you whether you use the rancher boots. Definitely recommend having your vacuum pretty high. Like getting the recom's kind of nice because it buffs the gemstones. But and then I didn't notice, but I only learned recently. But you can put farming for dummies on your vacuum. I didn't realize until like recently. So I had 35 fortune on my vacuum, but then I recommed it and put farming for dummies, and this is definitely worth it. Um, Almost certainly, if you are doing this correctly, you'll be getting like easily 50 pests, easily 50 pests in 30 minutes. And I think this only consumes like what, 40 or something? I don't remember. And then you can just trade the rest for whatever is best value here. I don't know what best value is. I'm just lazy and I sell these because I can sell them on the bazaar, but there's probably something better. You can probably, yeah, there's probably something better. Besides that, yeah, that's really all. I can post all the angles as well that I use and the speeds, but I don't think they're particularly very necessary. Oh, and I guess make sure, yeah, be on forceful, set your beacon to strength, have your tunings to strength, whatnot. But yeah, thank you for watching.